As we come to the to the end of the school year, I made a mistake again, the church year. As we come to the end of the church year, our readings usually speak of the end of times. Continuing with this concept of impending doom, today's readings can be a bit scary. Our first reading is the account of the divine writing on the wall of the Babylonian palace. The actual phrase, seeing the writing on the wall, comes from this very passage in the Bible. In this first reading, King Belshazzar of Babylon throws a royal banquet for the nobles and other leaders in his retinue. He and his guests use gold and silver dishes and cups full of made of gold or silver to eat and to drink. These precious metal vessels were taken from the temple in Jerusalem when the Babylonians destroyed the city of Jerusalem and the Jews were put into exile into Babylon. While the partygoers are feasting, a hand is seen writing 3 words on the wall of the palace. Those words are Mene, Tekel, and Perez. Daniel, a Jew, he's in exile and he's put into service for the king of Babylon. And the king, and Daniel is known as a dream interpreter. He is called in to explain what this means, this handwriting on the wall. Daniel predicts the end of the Babylonian rule under King Belshazzar and the overthrow of his government by the Persians. Although the writing on the wall was a message of impending doom for the Babylonian king, that is, it was a message of hope for God's people as they saw the end of their oppression with the fall of this Babylonian empire now. In the gospel passage that I just read to you a few moments ago, Jesus is aware of his own impending passion and death. He wants his followers to realize that suffering is a part of their allegiance to him and to his Father. It is a part of his allegiance, of their allegiance to him. Not only can they expect to be persecuted, but the persecution may actually come from their friends and members of their own family. According to Jesus, they will be brought before authorities, face trials, be deserted by family, and even betrayed by their loved ones. Jesus is predicting that he will be seized and brought before religious tribunals and other civil authorities. He will be handed over by his closest friends. He will be deserted by his followers. And that indeed did happen. A key line in this gospel passage is his command, Jesus' command to us, not to spend time preparing an elaborate defense. They are to trust that he will provide the correct words of testimony for his followers to speak as they face their opponents in courts and trials. It is not comfortable to think that we have to suffer, but being his disciple means we at least have to be willing to do so for his sake. Just as Jesus advises his followers not to plan out what they are going to say, we must not worry about what we might have to say about our relationship with Jesus. We should take Jesus at his word and realize that he will provide the words for us to speak, and he will see us through any difficulty that we might face. We are called to boldly stand up for our relationship with Jesus and against the false gods of fame, of fortune, and of fun. We should join with all of creation in echoing the responsorial psalm for today by giving praise to God and exalting the Lord Jesus above all forever. For whatever we do to another, we do to the Lord Jesus.